Yeah, hello everyone, Fire Mariner back with the first figure review for 2015. And today will be an interesting review. It'll be my first male figure review. And it is, of course, Hijirikawa Masato from Uta no Prince Sama, which is definitely a sort of harem anime for girls. It's a very popular series, and ALTAiR has been the one putting out figures of all the boys in the series, and they're all 1/8 scale. They go under the ALTAiR line, as you can see. Here's the sticker of authenticity. Masato, of course, is already outside his box, but each of the boxes are all very similar in style for the Starish boys. And of course, the only difference is the color scheme, blue being Masato's, of course. And so just a quick turnaround of the box. Here's a good glimpse of Masato's figure itself. There's 2 face plates, as you see. This side it has more of a window, same information. And this side, just a close-up of Masato and another window here. Top has a small window, as you can see. And the bottom, the same typical information, another Hobby Japan seal of approval. Now let's get to Masato himself. Now quickly, I just want to go over his base. And as you can see, it's very simple. It just says Starish. And it has Hijirikawa Masato with the blue star. All the boys have the same sort of clear base with just Starish label and their respective names and colors. I like it. It's you know, not too flashy because the figure, it doesn't distract from the figure itself. And now here we have the beautiful and handsome Masato himself. Now I'm usually not the type for Bishoujo type series, but I just watched it for fun, and it's not the greatest plotline or anything. But you gotta love the guys, and Masato was my favorite, so I had to grab his figure. He came out in the middle of 2014 along with his counterpart Red, as always from the bottom to the top. What I love is, you'll see this more when we see the whole figure itself, is his red laces. It's only a red part on his figure, and they really stand out. They're classy boots. He only pegs on here, but he's very strongly pegged. The creases on his pants, very well defined. There's a bit on the white, like a sort of almost purple to pink gradient. That's a little difficult to see, but it's very noticeable in person. Blue stripe on the side, very Masato-esque as he keeps with his color scheme. I love his belt. I'm not sure actually if the other boys have the H belt. I like to think it's H for Hijirikawa, of course. And now onto Masato's main costume itself. We can see the he's got a bit of fur here, which is very sharp and pointy. It's really nice. I forget, this kind of commander-esque type cape with the little golden studs. Black fur on the end of his hands, of course. Very beautiful gradient blue on his coattails. Again, in the back we have that blue, and if you could, I'm not sure if it shows up well, but there's that lovely gradient on the white, so it has almost a pearlesque. It's definitely got a very much shine and sheen to it. Very, very starish, exactly, like the figure itself. Of course, he is performing, but I think of all the boys, he has the classiest outfit. Masato being the traditionalist, classic type. Very nice black shirt, lovely creases on it as well. Love the blue tie flowing in the wind, and also the collar, which has a few golden buttons on it. The microphone is one of the only few pieces you have to attach. Just put it in his hands, and right now, as you can see, I have his smiling, singing face on, rather than his serious face, which I will show off later. His hair is beautifully colored. Even though it's just blue, there's definitely a lot of gradient detail to it. All the strands are done perfectly. There's really no excess paint or any weird seams anywhere. He's a lovely, lovely figure. I love what ALTAiR is doing with their male figures. I hope other companies, of course, do more male figures as well. As always, as I point out on the hands, his nails are not painted because he's not that type of guy, but they are well defined. And it is just a remarkable piece overall. Now let me quickly switch on his other face. Now as you can see here, it's not a major difference, but this Masato has a little bit more of a serious gaze, and of course he's not smiling. This is the Masato we see more in the anime, since he is probably the most serious of the bunch. Tokiya is pretty serious as well, but Masato comes from a very strict and, you know, sort of rich upbringing, so he's just stern and serious type. I personally like the little smiling face because it's like Masato smiling at you, but this is of course very fitting of his character. Now let me compare him to a few other of ALTAiR's male figures. Now next to Masato, who is also a 1/8 scale, I put Zelos Wilder from Tales of Symphonia, and onto the right, Orihaya Izaya from Durarara, and they are also 1/8 scale figures from ALTAiR, but as you can see, Masato is very tall, and I think this is it's not a scale problem, but it's just the art style of Uda no Prince-sama. All the boys are very handsome, very tall, while Izaya and Zelos, who himself is a pretty tall character in the Tales series, they are more of a, you know, while they are tall themselves, they're a less Bishonen style tall as Masato is. But again, they all look great. Just leave room on the shelf, and I would, if you're a Uda pre-fan, either pick up your favorite guy or, you know, get a bunch. If you like this review, please comment below, like, subscribe. If you'd like to see more male figure reviews or any type of figure, please tell me, and I will get to it as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye!